Quick question. Do you know what this means? Stands tall, makes eye contact, smiles.
Or this. Crosses arms, looks away, says nothing.
Same person. Two completely different messages.
And here is the truth. When you speak English, only about 30% of your message comes from your words.
The other 70%? It comes from your body.
So even if your English is not perfect yet, your body language can make you sound confident, friendly, and clear.
Today, we're sharing 10 body language tips, each one paired with a real English phrase you can use right now.
Stay with us. This one is going to change how people see you when you speak English.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Kate.
And I am Martin. We are so happy you are here today.
If this is your first time here, welcome. We make English learning videos every day. Easy, natural, and fun.
And today's topic is one of our favorites because this is not just about English. This is about how you present yourself to the world.
Before we start, please hit the like button if you find this helpful. It takes 1 second, but it really helps our channel grow.
And subscribe. We do not want you to miss our next video. Okay, Kate, let us get into it.
So, today is all about body language and English phrases together.
Right, because a lot of English learners focus only on the words. They study vocabulary, they study grammar, but they forget about the body.
And when your body says one thing and your words say another, people feel confused, or they think you are nervous or not confident.
Exactly. But when your body and your words match, wow, you sound natural. You sound fluent, even if your English is still at a beginner level.
So, we have 10 tips today. Each tip has a body language action and a matching English phrase you can use right now.
Simple, practical, and you can start using them today. Let's go.
Okay, tip number 1. Stand tall and say, "I'm happy to be here."
Oh, I love this one. Tell us why, Kate.
So, when you meet someone new, at work, at a party, at school, your posture is the first thing they notice before you even open your mouth.
That is so true. If you stand with your shoulders down and your eyes on the floor, people think you do not want to be there.
But if you stand straight, shoulders back, chin up, and then say, "I'm happy to be here," people feel your energy immediately.
And for English learners, this phrase is perfect because it's simple, warm, and works in any situation. Meeting, class, dinner, interview.
Any situation. Tip 2. Make eye contact and say, "Nice to meet you."
Now, I know for some cultures, eye contact feels uncomfortable. I understand that.
Yes, me too. In some countries, too much eye contact seems rude, but in English-speaking cultures, eye contact shows respect and confidence.
You don't have to stare. Just look at the person for 2 or 3 seconds, then look away naturally, then back again.
And while you do that, say, "Nice to meet you," with a smile. That combination is powerful.
Very powerful. Okay, tip 3. Nod your head slowly and say, "That is a great point."
I love this one. This is so useful.
Yes, nodding while someone speaks tells them, "I am listening, I understand, I agree."
And in English conversations, it's very natural to react out loud, not just nod silently.
So when someone says something smart or interesting, nod and say, "That's a great point," or "I totally agree with that."
It makes the conversation feel alive, and the other person feels good. They want to keep talking to you.
Exactly. Tip 4. Open your hands, palms up, and say, "What do you think?"
Ooh, the open hands gesture. This is huge.
It is. Open palms show that you are honest. You have nothing to hide. You are open to other opinions.
When you ask, "What do you think?" with your hands open, people feel safe to share their ideas with you.
Compare that to pointing your finger at someone while asking the same question. Very different feeling, right?
Very different. No one likes being pointed at. Open hands, always.
Tip 5. Lean in slightly and say, "Tell me more about that."
Yes, leaning in is a sign of interest. When you lean towards someone a little, you are saying with your body, "I am really interested in what you're saying."
And "tell me more about that" is one of the best conversation phrases in English. It's simple, It's friendly and it keeps the conversation going.
For English learners, this is gold because if you don't know what to say next, just lean in and say, "Tell me more about that." The other person talks, you listen, you learn.
And you look great doing it. Tip 6. Smile and say, I really enjoyed talking with you.
Smiling, the universal language.
You can't go wrong with a genuine smile. And I really enjoyed talking with you is the perfect way to end a conversation.
A lot of English learners don't know how to exit a conversation politely. They just stop talking or they say, "Okay, bye," very fast.
Which feels abrupt. But if you smile warmly, maybe touch your hand to your heart and say, I really enjoyed talking with you. That's a beautiful exit.
The other person remembers you positively, always.
Tip 7. Use your hands while speaking and say, let me explain.
Oh, this one is important. Using your hands while you speak is natural. It actually helps you think.
Research shows that when people use hand gestures while speaking, they are clearer and more fluent, even in a second language.
So don't keep your hands in your pockets or behind your back. Let them move. And "let me explain" is a great phrase to use when you want to describe something or give details.
It's confident. It says, I know what I'm talking about. Give me a moment, I will make it clear.
Tip 8. Take a slow breath, pause, and say, "That's a good question. Let me think about that."
This one saved me so many times.
Me too. So many English learners panic when they don't know the answer immediately. They say, and feel embarrassed.
But a slow breath and a short pause actually make you look more intelligent. It shows that you think before you speak.
And "that's a good question. Let me think about that" is honest, polite, and professional. It gives you time, and the other person feels respected because you're taking their questions seriously.
Brilliant phrase, brilliant body language. Tip 9. Mirror the other person's energy and say, absolutely, I understand.
Mirroring is a very natural human thing. When someone is excited, we naturally become a little excited too. When someone is calm, we calm down.
In English conversations, mirroring helps you connect. If someone is speaking softly and slowly, don't suddenly be very loud and fast.
Match their energy, and "absolutely, I understand" is a warm, confident response that works in almost any situation.
Meeting, class, dinner, interview.
Any situation. Tip 10. Walk in with your head up and say, "I'm ready."
Yes, this is our power phrase. Your entry into a room says everything.
Before a presentation, a job interview, a first date, the way you walk in sets the mood. Head up, shoulders back, steady steps.
And saying, I'm ready, even just to yourself, prepares your mind and your body. It's like pressing the go button.
You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be ready. And that confidence, people can see it, they feel it.
Beautiful. 10 tips, 10 phrases, and all of them work together, body and words. Okay, let us talk about how to actually practice these, because knowing is not enough.
Right. Tip 1 for practice, use a mirror. Stand in front of your mirror every morning. Practice one body language tip from today's list.
Do the posture, say the phrase out loud, watch yourself. It feels a little strange at first.
Very strange, but it works. Your brain starts to connect the movement with the words, and then it becomes automatic.
Tip 2. Record yourself. Use your phone. Record a short video of yourself speaking English. Watch it back.
This is uncomfortable, I know. Nobody likes watching themselves on video, but it is the fastest way to improve.
You will notice things you never noticed before. Maybe you look down a lot. Maybe your voice drops at the end of sentences. These are things you can fix quickly.
Tip 3. Practice in real life with small moments. You do not need a big conversation to practice.
When you buy coffee, make eye contact and say, thank you so much. When you walk into a room, stand tall. These small moments add up.
Small moments, big progress. I love that.
And tip 4, watch English speakers on YouTube or in movies. Pay attention to their body language, not just their words.
How do they stand? How do they use their hands? Where do they look? You can learn so much just by watching.
Copy their style. Try it yourself. Make it yours.
Okay, let us do some real practice together. I will give you a situation. Martin will show the body language and phrase. You try it at home. Ready?
Ready.
Situation 1. You walk into a job interview. What do you do?
I walk in with my head up and shoulders back. I make eye contact with the interviewer. I shake their hand and say, I am happy to be here. Thank you for this opportunity.
Perfect. Confident, warm, professional.
Situation 2. Your English colleague shares an idea in a meeting. You want to show you are listening.
I nod slowly while they speak. I lean in a little. When they finish, I say, that is a great point. Tell me more about that.
Beautiful. That keeps the conversation going and shows respect.
Situation 3. Someone asks you a difficult question in English and you are not sure of the answer.
I take a slow breath. I pause for 2 seconds. I look at them calmly and say, that is a good question. Let me think about that for a moment.
Not panicking, not saying Just calm, confident, and honest. That is fluent communication.
And situation 4. You finish a great conversation with someone and want to leave a good impression.
I smile genuinely. I make soft eye contact and I say, I really enjoyed talking with you. I hope we can talk again soon.
That's memorable. That's the kind of person everyone wants to talk to again.
These examples, you can practice them today, right now, in front of your mirror. Say each phrase 5 times with the matching body language. By the end of the week, it will feel completely natural.
Okay, it is time for our question of the day. We love this part because we get to hear from you.
Here's today's question. Which body language tip from today's video do you find most difficult? And which phrase will you try first?
Leave your answer in the comments below. We read every single one, every one.
And if you're reading other comments, that's also great English reading practice.
Learning never stops.
Okay, we're coming to the end of today's episode, but before we go, let's do one quick recap.
Today we covered 10 body language tips matched with 10 English phrases. Stand tall and say, I'm happy to be here. Make eye contact and say, nice to meet you. Nod and say, that's a great point. Open hands and say, what do you think? Lean in and say, tell me more about that.
Smile and say, I really enjoyed talking with you. Use your hands and say, let me explain. Pause and say, that is a good question. Mirror energy and say, absolutely, I understand. Walk in strong and say, I'm ready.
10 phrases, 10 powerful body language habits, and all of them together make you sound and feel more confident in English.
Remember, fluency is not just about perfect grammar. It's about how you make people feel when you speak.
And today, you have 10 new tools to do exactly that.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps more people find our channel.
Subscribe if you haven't already. We post new English learning content every day. Hit the bell so you never miss a video.
And share this with a friend who's learning English, because everything is better when you learn together.
We'll see you in the next video. Keep practicing, keep growing. You are doing amazing.
Goodbye, everyone. See you soon.
Bye-bye. Take care.